Hey lads, sorry I know I haven't uploaded in a while, like actual decent like video. Things have been hectic, and I was preparing stuff for finals today, and I rediscovered some of my old drawings, and I was like, why not show off some of my random stuff that I've drawn, like on the channel? Just why not? So that's what this is for. Dang it, I thought I could flip camera on an iPhone by pausing the recording. That's gonna get annoying. Well, let's start with this one. This notebook says Bible on it. I was going to use this for Bible class last year. I did not. I did take some like notes on my Bible reading over summer, but I sadly fell off of that. And now it's just become like a notebook that I use to work out math problems. But at the beginning of the school year, we went on a retreat, I guess, and I got bored and I just started drawing. Because we were waiting for food to arrive. And you know, I was working on like my Spider-Man film propositions back at that time, or I was thinking about it, or yeah, no, I was still working on them. So I took the time here because I had nothing to do, just work out the suits. So there's the classic suit. It's kind of small, I know, but like, and I'm not great at drawing people, so it kind of looks bad, but like, you know, this was what I got there. And we have the homemade suit below that. As you can see, I'm drawing very like Tobey Maguire-esque things. You should also know I drew this originally in pencil, and then I came home and I colored it in. So it's gonna look really bad when we get to some of the later stuff. Here's the advanced suit. This one was based more off of Marvel Spider-Man. Instead of white, I went with black. Doesn't look as good, in my opinion. Then we have Miles' suit, which is very just Miles, like basically what you'd expect. We have Symbiote. I emphasize here that the spider is gray instead of not just white, but more gray, kind of like what they did in Spider-Man 3. Again, very just like standard symbiote suit. I emphasize a slimy texture. What are my other notes? Not much. Then we have the classic Iron Spider suit. I based this one off of the comics as opposed to the MCU one because I personally really like the comics one better. Description, basically advanced but red and gold. Nanotech. So yeah, I did try and do it in gold later once I discovered I had a kind of gold pen, but it's black and it makes it look kind of bad. Turning the page, you can just see kind of like the logos, front and back for like all the suits. Like, it's not that interesting. It's just me drawing spider logos, which is kind of fun. Like, you can go through most of my notes for school, and like among my random doodles in there, you'll find a lot of Spider-Man logos. I don't know what dated when this is dated, but I was clearly working on something because like Okay. I tried drawing like my updated Iron Spider. This was after I made a redesign. I don't know why I stopped this. It actually looks pretty decent. Like, I don't know why I scribbled that out. I was working on some eyes here, so this is gonna be like Iron Spider. Tried going with like some angles here. This would just be like classic. I don't know. Symbiote, you can kind of see like the ridges and the wiggles and stuff. Then I just drew big ol' Iron Spider arm. It actually doesn't look half bad. Like, these would be joints. Like, I actually really like it. It turned out really well, actually. Then we just have a random doodle page. Clearly, I was just in a doodling mood because I drew a high cat, Spider-Man mask, and just a lot of random stuff. And that's basically it for this notebook. Like, there isn't much else in here doodle-wise. Let's see. Me, like, crushing on a girl. Yeah, there isn't really much else in that notebook. So, let's go to my sketchbook. We're kind of like, we're jumping around. Like, that was the initial, this is the final culmination of stuff. This was when I actually started, like, trying to learn how to draw and stuff. So, this was my custom Spider-Man logo, with the cross in the middle, based on an idea my principal gave me by seeing me wear this shirt like this. My cross kind of fits in the middle of the spider. So I drew it up. It's actually pretty sick. And then most of you probably seen this one because I posted it on my channel. But the Holy Week drawing. This is probably my favorite drawing I've ever done because it turned out so well. I mean, like, look at that. Palm Sunday is kind of ugly, honestly, but like Good Friday, crisp. Easter Sunday, ooh baby. Like my mom just randomly got me a sketchbook for Christmas. It came late, and then she just like handed it to me. She just handed this to me one day, and I was like, what is this? She's like, it's a late Christmas present, don't worry about it. And I was like, oh, okay. So this notebook here, this is both my first and this is both my first and also like later. So you're gonna see a lot of stuff in here, okay? I'm just gonna flip through it and we'll see what happens. I've grown a lot as a man and as a drawer since some of these, so forgive me. One year we went on a road trip to Yellowstone with family, and I drew this in the car. It's supposed to be a lighthouse, like by a cliff. Guy's holding a lantern. It's not awful. I definitely could have done better. But for that being like, oh dear, when was that? 2021? 2020? I don't know, it was at some point. That same car ride, I was bored, and still bored, and I had an AirPod case, because I had AirPods back then. I still have those AirPods. I have Raycons now, so much better. But I had this AirPod case, and I drew it, like, freehand. Didn't turn out that bad, based on my EV AirPod case. actually super happy with the way that turned out. Like, I even got the carabiner in there, bro. This was a weirder one, because I had a really good thing going with it, and then I lost the marker, and then I found it later, and now it's just kind of ugly. But I drew my second favorite Pokemon, Sylveon. Like I said, that one didn't turn out as good. Like, if you ignore the body, it's really good. And then it's just kind of ugly. Like I said, I don't remember what happened on that car ride. That was so many years ago, and I tend to blot things out. This was at some point earlier this school year. I know because it's on the back of pre-calc homework. But I was working on designing like new like paper web shooters, because mine are kind of falling apart and I don't want to wear my big fancy ones to school. Yeah, this was for like making my own web shooters. We have Web Shooter Mark 1, which is based on the Homecoming web shooters, and that's what I have currently right now on my shelf. We have Mark 2, which is just a natural spinneret. Web Shooter Mark 2, these were my ideas. So we have spinneret, which is literally just a dot. I think I was like, then I have this one. I designed 2, which is inspired by Spider-Man Lotus. Where basically he has just a giant cuff, and then he has a little like thing that like comes out, and he can like pull it. Like, it's not a button, it's like a pull trigger. Like it's cool, but like my reasoning, like I would like to do it, like it'd be fun to do, but how? Like, I literally put on here, like if I had the material, I'd do the Lotus one, but I don't have the material. I designed some possible web cartridges. Like, I designed one based on the MCU Lotus and then the Amazing Spider-Man. I did do TASM, which is quite literally a watch. And then the video game one, where it's like a standard bracelet and then you can just like clip it on. Yeah, okay. Now is where things get kind of hectic, because it's like, what in the fudge? This page is titled Halloween Ideas 2021. I'm trying to decipher my own handwriting right now. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna lay down so I can actually like break this down for you guys. So this were my Halloween costume ideas back in 2021. It was 8th grade. Idea number 1 is 3-hole punch Jim from The Office. Idea number 2 was Peter Parker. I did end up doing that for Homecoming, just so we're aware. 3 is a Pokemon trainer. Literally just wear whatever and then carry a Pokeball around. Also did that for Homecoming. Idea 4 is a human Pokemon card. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. I give it a check mark, which means maybe. Idea 5, Facebook Jim from The Office. Seriously, hilarious. And idea number 6 is Harry Potter, because I'd gone to Harry for 2 years in a row. So I put in the worst handwriting I think an 8th grader has ever had. Only if all else fails. Donut, you eraser for exit, no me, emergencies, exclamation point. What did I just read? I can't decipher my own handwriting. Okay, so this one requires a little bit of context. 40 and several years ago, I used to make Christmas worlds in Minecraft. Like, I would spend like a couple months building up a world, Christmas themed, and I would show it off to my family. I was organizing some stuff in 2021, and I drew the basement of my castle, I think. Tower something, armor stand, entrance, chest. What in the world? I hate my handwriting, bro. It's gotten so much better. Like, even just looking at my math on the next page, like, you'll see the evolution of my handwriting. That does not count as doodles. Okay. I think I was just bored one day on this one. I just drew Spider-Man, and I failed miserably because I put webbing on the legs. Like, what was I thinking? There's no webbing there. Like, there's a seam, yes, but... I'm gonna have to hide my face with this one, bro. This is so bad. Okay, so, when I was doing my Spider-Man film props, which I still haven't finished Miles Morales, by the way, I've been busy, and I haven't wanted to work on it. Those are my 2 reasons. But remember that original page I showed you earlier with the suits? They're back, but this time, they're tiny. So yeah, this is like a timeline, I guess. And I reworked it after I like rewrote the canon. So we have homemade, classic, goes to advanced, which I think then goes to Iron Spider, which goes to symbiote, and then there's Miles down here somewhere. Oh my goodness, that's... I'm actually offended by this image. Okay, I was trying to like... After I like rewrote stuff, I was like working on rewriting it to make it smoother, because originally it was like so bad. It was basically just re-scripting the Raimi trilogy. So I was like, okay, here's my ideas. This is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. But it actually helped. And then I made it all neater. And even then, I still changed this. Like, I kept rising voltage. SM2... What did I do for SM2? I don't even remember. Was it still Jameson Strikes Back? I don't know. Someone in the comments, go check. Someone go tell me. Yeah, because, like, I was like, SM3 here is Rise of the Sinister Six. But that turned out to be, like, too much. So I turned SM3 into Mysterio's Menace. That doesn't count as doodles. So I was working on this one here is I was working on like a doodle for my friend group, right? Because we wanted a logo because we were gonna make T-shirts and stuff. This was an idea a while back. I think that idea is basically passed though. But if any of you have watched Gravity Falls, you'll know like the cipher wheel that they use to like do stuff with Bill Cipher. Like, I tried doing that with like the different members of the council, right? So the spider logo is me. This is Triforce from my friend who likes Legend of Zelda. Sonic, really bad drawn. Playing cards for my friend who's really into cards. I couldn't really figure out what to do for some people, and then we added people, and now I don't know anymore. Just all going to be too much. More symbols. As you can tell, I like drawing Spider-Man symbols. Okay. Okay. Ooh, yes. Okay, actual new stuff. So this one is where I started drawing like the villains, right? So we have Electro. Ooh, fancy. Mysterio. Mysterio's actually probably my favorite one. He turned out so well. Vulture is down here. He's based more on his appearance in Marvel Spider-Man 2017 TV show. Vulture is the main villain for Spider-Man Miles Morales, by the way. My movies that I'm writing. Then we have the Anti-Venom Vulture, which is why he's red. Because yes, I am basically stealing half of the plot of the Miles Morales game. And then I drew some Miles suits, right? Because I had his classic suit, but he's got to have some training stuff, right? So I drew his BB-8 suit from the game because I was like, yes, please. I think I put nondescript shoe brand. I'm pretty sure that's Adidas, though. And then I did my take on the spider training suit. I don't remember what this was based off of. I'm pretty sure it was Marvel Spider-Man, something in Marvel Spider-Man 2017 show. But it actually looks pretty slick, honestly. Like just the full blue down and like the red upper part. Like it turned out pretty well, honestly. Like I'm not mad with that. What was this thought experiment? I titled this. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. So, back in like October, right? November. I liked this girl, and I wanted to ask her out, and I got rejected by her. I think. I either this was either after I got rejected or before I told her. But I drew this little how it feels. So it's like you're in a cage suspended above lava. And you ask the question, you say, I like you, will you be my girlfriend? And she has three options. She can say yes and pull you up to safety. And it's like, I like you too. Yay, we're all happy. You can just get no response. And then you're just kind of left there like, hello? Anyone want to help me? And then you get the no, where she just cuts the cord and you fall into the lava. Like, that's kind of the base summary of how it feels, like when you confess your feelings. Okay, then we're getting into the fun stuff. In November, we went down to Arkansas like we normally do, see family. I was bored and chilling, so I just started like drawing. So there's the updated Iron Spider properly this time. I got the gold in there with the new logo, with the eyes. Turned out really well. Super happy with it. This one, I was waiting for my cousins to arrive, so I just drew all the Skylanders elements freehand, based off of an image, of course. Actually, it turned out pretty well, honestly, considering I was literally just freehanding that. And then we get to my I was stressed out, so I started doodling sections, which gets to be a bit chaotic. This was just one night. I'll just break it down as we go. Symbiote Spider-Man, Iron Spider logo, more Spider-Man, poorly drawn Eevee. I think this is a Beyblade. I'm not sure. Cross on a hill, Spider-Man mask, very poorly done. Pokeball, dice, poorly drawn flower, cat, Google Chrome. I think I had my Chromebook, and I was just looking. I was like, "Oh, what's something I can draw? Oh, the Chrome logo, obviously, duh. Who doesn't want to draw the Chrome logo?" Yeah, I even dated this 11/28/24, and then the song I was obsessed with at the time, "Stitches" by Shawn Mendes. Still really like the song. It's a good song. What's next? Spider-Man, baby cousin's names. Weird cat. Cello, more Stitches. Oh man, I was really not doing well that night. I drew a girl leaning on a guy's shoulder. Oh, that means my depression was wild that night. School bus. My singing voice isn't horrible when I try. That's a win. Some kind of cross. All the names of the people in my friend group. My name in block letters. American flag. Some song lyrics. And this really funny quote that I was actually saying a lot that night. One thing separates me from tears. A little itty bitty earbud. Seriously, they're tiny, but they're mighty. Focusing on my music was the only thing that kept me sane that night and that week. And like the whole year, actually. This was not finished. I was working on a Master Sword. I should finish that at some point. It was actually going pretty well. This was some stuff during finals. Yeah, this is final stuff. I wrote a bunch of people's names in Aurebesh. Because I was practicing my Aurebesh at that time. I still have my alphabet translator in here, actually. This was during speech. Pretty sure. I was just doodling. Like, I was trying to learn, like, the bending art, bending disciplines. I'm a lot better at drawing them now. Still not much, but, like, better than I was before. Webs, spider, different versions of Stitches, heart, broken heart held together with bandages and stitches. This is accurate. Heart web actually turned out pretty decently. Spider V. Eevee Man? I don't know. I was trying to merge Eevee and Spider-Man together. Yeah, this was during. How I know this was during finals week last semester was after every final, I wrote a diary entry in Aurebesh. I don't remember what any of this says. Hold on, I might be able to translate. First, final, done. This is gonna take way too long. Oh, ooh. Okay, my next one's actually really good. This is actually one of my favorite drawings I've done. Okay. So after I finished my math final, right? I was just sitting there bored, and I was like, huh, what should no, wait, was it chemistry or math? I don't remember. It was one of the two. Anyways, I traced my calculator, and then I colored it, and then now I have a TI 84 plus CE drawing that I'm actually really happy with. It took me like 3 days to finish. I still have that calculator, even though it doesn't work anymore. Like the battery bummed out on me. This one I drew after my English final. It's based on a sticker on the water bottle. This one right here. I called him Hernando. He's a duck. This one was also freehand. This doesn't count as doodle, but this is me thinking through stuff with my, at the time, crush. Beta design for that thing. Oh, okay. I have... Oh, wow, there's still more. Okay. Don't worry, it's not that much longer. You've been here for 30 minutes. I'm proud of you. If you've watched this far into the video, comment your favorite thing about your mother. Mine is she actually listens to me, unlike a lot of people in my family. And, you know, she wants me to talk to her about stuff that's like stressing me out and making me go, ah. Okay, so earlier this semester, back in like January, I was running some sleep data testing to see what amount of sleep I function best with. So I drew up a scatter plot. Independent variable thing I'm changing is sleep duration in hours, and my dependent variable is a new thing I created called relative energy level, which is basically how much energy I have after waking up. So, factors for relative energy level are time to get up, average yawns, and mood. So, my peak is disgustingly high, disgustingly high at a whopping 3 hours. I'm sad to say that 10 hours is my next highest, and it went down. I drew an arrow to denote that it went down during the day. 0 hours of sleep. That one night I pulled an all-nighter and binged all 3 High School Musical movies. It's about right there. This one I got bored, and apparently I also was really depressed because I tried drawing Spider-Man and MJ. Gotta love depression, bro. Mental breakdown on paper. Trying to rewrite Magic School Bus lyrics for school. You don't really need to see these because they're tiny, but it's just some Spider-Man drawings. Lifting a car, swinging with MJ, trying to catch Gwen. Okay, 2 more pages. You guys are doing great. So, back when I did my Into the Spider-Verse inspired skit, which, by the way, you should go check out, I needed a page. I had a scene where I was taking notes while watching my personal favorite Spider-Man movie, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm gonna get a lot of hate in the comments for that, so. This is my note sheet. I got an A+ on it by my spider grading. No, this is actually for like, I got good grades. I showed off like an A+, and I was like, because yeah, I use the same sheet. With great power comes great responsibility. Be heroic. Spider-Man logo. Do not attach the web directly to the falling lady. Instead, use it to grapple yourself, to pull yourself towards her. Gwen is a bit greater than MJ. Be brave. Web shooter Mark III. I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm fine. But yeah, if you haven't seen SK, you should definitely go check it out. And then my final page of drawing, because I'm pretty sure I don't have anything back in here. Yep, because I purged those pages like any good man should. We had the beta design for my Holy Week drawing. You can see it wasn't as fleshed out, but like, you can see where I got like the basics for all of it. Ooh. That took a while. Are there more drawings elsewhere? Probably. Am I gonna go look for them? No. Nah, no way. If I had any other drawings, I would show them to you. The only reason I don't show you my other ones is because they were traced and then colored, because I'm just that lazy. But I also wanted some coloring sheets, and I didn't have a printer at the time, so. But now I'm home, I can print off coloring sheets whenever. So, yeah, it's getting late. I should probably go text my friend at some point, so I'll check you later. Peace.